In today's video, I'll be showing you guys a insane Destiny 2 PvE build that you guys can use. But before we hop in today's video, if you don't mind hitting that like button, subscribing to my channel, it greatly helped me out. Also get us closer to that 10k mark. We have a Discord if you are interested in joining, link in the description below. But one more last thing before we get into today's video. Today's video is sponsored by AOA.com. AOA.com is a cheap Destiny 2 silver site. Now you can buy D2 silver off AOA.com. Highly suggest to buy it, link in the description below. With all that said though, we'll get right in today's video. So, you may be like, okay, Hectic, what is this S tier PvE God mode DPS build that you'll be showing me? Well, this is the build. Now, before I show you guys exactly what I'll be using, this is my artifact mod that I have right here. I don't actually have all the overload stuff grabbed, but don't worry about that. But you're going to need Fusion Rifle Loader, Sword Scav. You don't need Sword Scav, but Fusion Rifle Loader. You're also going to want Unstoppable Fusion Rifles, and then you're going to want this mod, Partial Destruction. Now, Partial Destruction is one of the best mods currently right now in Destiny 2, better than Breach and Clear from last season. So, dealing damage to a combat with a Fusion Rifle or a linear Fusion Rifle grants bonus damage with a Fusion Rifle or linear Fusion Rifle that combats for 5-second duration. This effect stacks 5 times, so essentially, this is going to allow you to do exactly, like, literally insane amount of DPS. Trust me, you're going to want to grab this mod. You do need, I believe, 9 levels to get this. If you haven't gotten it, take your time, do your bounties. Highly advise to get this mod. It's going to be gone at the end of the season, so definitely pick it up. So for the first thing that I'll be using is Fatebringer. Now, I have a Time Loss Fatebringer with Explosive Payload, Firefly. You can use Frenzy as well, but I just use Firefly for the collateral kills. But yeah, I also have a depth range. You don't need a depth range for PvE, so if you wanted to put a depth boss spec or something like that, or big one spec, you could use that, but overall, I don't really notice it too much. But yeah, the next thing that I'll be using is the Cartesian and Coordinate. Now, I have Vorpal Weapon on this, so pretty much this does more damage against bosses, and then I'm also using Boss Spec with this, and it stacks with the mod, so you're putting absolutely, literally insane DPS using Cartesian Coordinate with Vorpal Weapon. If you don't have a Vorpal Weapon roll, there is a little bit of a second fusion you can use. If I go into my weapons, I have my other one in the vault, so I don't actually have it right yet. But the other fusion I'll suggest is this NULL Composure fusion. NULL Composure works just as well. The only downside about it is you don't have Vorpal Weapon. That's really the only reason why I would suggest the Cartesian Coordinate over the NULL Composure, because of the Vorpal. And then the next thing I'll be using is Sleeper Simulant. If you have the Catalyst, really good. Definitely use the Catalyst. I actually don't have the Catalyst unlocked yet. I do need to get it. But Sleeper Simulant and Cartesian and Fatebringer. Now the next thing that I'll be using for this setup, I'll show you guys mod wise. I have Fusion Rifle Ammo Finder, linear Fusion Rifle ammo. So how this works is I get increased chances of finding ammo, and then I use a resilience mod, and then I use a mod called Shield Break Charge. Become Treasure Light by breaking a combat shield with matching energy type, so solar enemies will grant me my health back. And then for the mod that I'll be using, or well, the exotic obviously, is the Current Scene Armlets. This helps me survive more and gets lots of health, trust me on that. But melee kills instantly restore a large amount of health and continue to restore health after for a short duration. So this is going to give you pretty much infinite health. And I'm using a Recub mod with Radiant Light. Radiant Light's a great mod, gives you 30 plus strength. You're going to need that for this build as well. And then I have Fusion Rifle Loader, so increased reload speed of Fusion Rifles. If you have a faster reload speed, you're going to be putting more DPS in, and that's exactly why. And it especially helps with the seasonal mod being Fusion Rifle Loader. And then the next mod that I'll be using is Recub mod with Powerful Friends. Concussive Dampener, and then Arc Resistance. So reduces incoming area effect damage from combats, reduces incoming arc damage from combat. So I'm taking a little bit less damage from combats than what I usually would, which is pretty helpful, especially in like Master Vogue or GMs. And the next thing that I'll be using on my legs is a Resilience mod, Fusion Rifle Holster, and Fusion Rifle Scavenger. Now what this does is gradually reloads your slowed fusion rifles over time. Multiple copies of this perk stack do reduce the time taken to fully reload, so it helps me reload faster. And then the next mod is Fusion Rifle Scavenger. Fusion Rifles get bonus reserves when picking up ammo, so I think I get 2 instead of 1 if I am right. That only is in PvP though. I think you get like 7 in PvE, so it's really good. And then the next mod that I have is a resilience mod with partial destruction. This is what makes my fusion rifle literally S tier. If you don't have this mod, then the build practically won't work, and that's exactly why I'm using this mod. This whole build revolves around this whole entire mod right here, so get it, trust me, you won't regret it. Now for stat wise, what I'm running is 53 mobility, 8 resilience, 9 recovery, 2 discipline, 10 intellect, 4 strength. Now I do have really low discipline considering I'm using Voidwalker bottom tree. Now this is also where Devour comes in. Feed the Void, Devour, and Symbol Vortex. So I have this pretty much right here: Nova Bomb, Burst Glide, Vortex Grenade, Healing Rift. So this is what I'm using for the Voidwalker class. Now the thing about this class right here is I only have 2 discipline. So there is a bit of a second way you could do this. You could use a Nizrak Sin with NULL Composure. Void kills would increase your discipline. As you guys can see, that rounded up to about 10. But I do prefer current scenes. The whole build does not revolve around Devour, so having that really high rezo will help you survive in endgame core activities. And this is exactly why, in my opinion, that this build is S tier. I don't have anything specific on my ghost shop besides Recov. I do need to actually put on the blinding light mod, but I don't want to get off focus. But yeah, this is everything that I'm using. I'll go through it really quickly just for you guys. You can use Nezarek Sin as well for this, but Bottom Tree Devour with this setup right here is absolutely insane. You can solo flawless. If you guys are looking for an example, achievements like, I don't know, solo flawless prophecy, master log and all that, this is the way. Trust me, it's so much easier using this setup. But yeah, like always, if you don't mind hitting that like button, subscribing to my channel, it greatly helped me out. With all that said, have a great rest of your day. Peace. Thanks for watching.